I got home rather late, and my plans for supper didn't work out all the way along. All the way back at school, at lunchtime, I was chatting with people, and I said, any ideas for, can you keep it down? I can't hear what I'm thinking. Okay. So my plans, we talked about possible ideas. I had thought pizza, maybe Chinese food, but then Hilda mentioned Goodness Me. And I said, oh great, Goodness Me is on my way home. And I haven't been there yet. I've only been to the Goodness Me in Hamilton. I've never been to the one that's on my way to work. So that became my plan. Goodness Me on the way home. I fully intended to go there. I was trying to figure out which exit it was. And by the time I figured out which exit it was, I was past it. And that's a really busy stretch of road. And okay, I should have turned around, but I didn't. So that was it. No Goodness Me for me. That's all right. Like a pizza. So on I went to the mall. Walked around the mall. Since I already had my lottery tickets from yesterday, I didn't get lottery tickets. So all I did was walk around the mall, looking at things, going, thinking of jeggings, which I was thinking about. And actually, I asked 3 different places. I asked about jeggings. The thing is, I didn't feel like trying anything on a Friday at the end of the week after work. I didn't feel like trying anything on. So I didn't buy any. I want jeggings because of cat hair. Everything that I have, other than jeans, attracts cat hair. I don't like that. So, like I said, I asked all over the place. I looked at things, and I came home with nothing. Nothing. So, on my way home, I was still hemming and hawing. Domino's. George's. Domino's. George's. And what decided it for me? One thing was I quickly downloaded the Domino's app to place my order online. I could have gotten a deal, but I couldn't find my way. I mean, I went all the way to getting myself an account, making my pizza, choosing my toppings, eliminating cheese, all that stuff got done. But at the end, I couldn't figure out where you go to place your order. And I looked and I looked and I couldn't. I'm sitting in the parking lot with the engine running, which is annoying. And so since that didn't work out, I headed home. I thought, okay, well, not Domino's. Why not Domino's? Because, well, it wasn't. This is how I made my decision. They're both right on the way home. But if I go to Domino's, I have to go there, since I couldn't place my order online. I suppose I could have phoned in my order, but then I wouldn't have the menu and whatever. It just seemed, but whatever I would do, I would have to go there and sit and wait because I was that close anyway. So, well, of course, I would have to go to both places and sit and wait. That I admit. But which place is more pleasant to sit and wait at? That was the deciding factor. I decided I would rather sit in a restaurant than sit in a walk-in place, takeout place. Domino's is not a restaurant. It's a takeout pizza. So I ended up getting George's Chinese food. I'm watching The Good Witch. Not The Good Witch, just Good Witch. I found out that it's different from The Good Witch. And that's one show that I cannot get my TV to remind me. Except it reminds me every morning that it's on in the middle of the night. But when I'm sitting here, finished watching the news, waiting for it to remind me that it comes on at 7 o'clock, which it does every weeknight, it never reminds me. And no, it's not on the same channel as the news. I have no idea. Anyway, it was a good day at school. I think we ended up okay. The drive-in was fine. Other people had slippery problems. I did not. My back door suddenly popped open. That was kind of weird. That was kind of weird, yeah. It suddenly popped open. Other than that, there was no excitement. And my 2 blind students did not show up today, which, being as I did not have a volunteer there, I really appreciated not having them, because them without a volunteer is very, very difficult. Because the 2 students who volunteered to help when there was no volunteer there are no longer in my class. They have moved on to the next level. So, and the students now are not as amenable to helping. At least they weren't the last couple of times. So, yeah, it's better to have a volunteer there. I really somehow ought to be able to convince them to go to a listening and speaking class, and I'm going to try again. Because it really does not make sense to have them there in a listening, speaking, reading, and writing class, just because it's close to their home. That's their argument. It's close to their home. Yeah. Anyway, no big deal. No No big deal. No hockey on tonight. The only thing that's really worth watching is Good Witch. And I've mainly seen all of them, and I'm watching it a second time around, or a third time around in some cases. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing that was at the mall interested me. Yeah, that's a plate and a bowl, or it's a bowl and a cup. It's my cute cup. Don't you love my cute cups? Christmas present. Oh, what was I gonna say now? I walked around the mall. It's depressing. It's the emptying out of the mall situation. That mall, well, you know, it's never been a very successful mall. In all the years that I've been in this city, it started off as John Galt Mall, and then eventually changed to Cambridge Centre Mall when it expanded. But never has it been terribly busy there, terribly successful. Maybe for a few years when they had the fountain and this and that, a few years. But sorry, it's mainly been not a terribly busy place. Okay, never mind. No, it's okay, I can take care of myself. It's all right. It's okay, thank you. These things hang here every single day. There's no need for you to look at them now, as if you have never seen them before. Tanks. Anyway. Yeah, whatever I was saying. So I came home with Chinese food. And while I was sitting there waiting for my Chinese food, I got hungry and got some spring rolls on top. So it's just, I really should have stopped at Goodness Me and yeah. But this will get me through the weekend of eating. But with a pizza, I could have gotten through the week. Laziness, okay. All right, so I'm lazy.